What's going on? Welcome to Bourbon Neophytes. Sorry about a little bit of a delay. It's just that things just didn't seem to want to again go like it should. Everything was working fine, and then all of a sudden, nothing wanted to cooperate. But we fixed it. We're 3 minutes late, and so I do apologize for that. But that's how it runs sometimes. There's just nothing I can do. Well, anyway, I appreciate everyone popping in here and joining me as I continue down this peat curiosity with scotch. I see that Whiskey Nose popped in here. Sugar Kitty popped in here. Great to see you guys in here. I am just getting myself ready to roll here and getting some things going. I know there's a lot of other things going on today. You know what, Sugar Kitty? A few minutes before the stream, everything was right where it should be. I'm watching it. I mean, everything's great. I step out because heard something make a crashing noise. I'm like, what in the heck was that? Go out, plate fell off the wall. My wife has a decorative plate. Who knows why? Fell off the wall. Come back in here and everything was frozen. Hey, Scott, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And like I said, no rhyme, no reason. Wasn't me, didn't do it. It's just how it all turned out. Oh, you're getting snow in New Jersey? Well, it happens. That is for sure. It certainly does happen. But anyway, as you all know, I've started going down this road of being curious about peated scotches. And as you can see over my shoulder, I have picked up a few and I have been sampling. One of those, well, actually, two of those expressions there are not peated. However, they're just as good. But right now, I am really traveling down this road of peated scotches. So I think I was talking to Sugar Kitty, but we were talking about some of these special releases, and he had mentioned the Lion's Fire that you see up there, right here, and how good it was, and it's worth tracking down. And so I happened to do that, and on another stream, I actually had cracked it just to give it a taste, and I can tell you it was good. I haven't done an actual review on it, but it was really, really good. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Oh, Alex, my gosh, the Canadians are definitely represented today. But anyhow, so then I went and picked up this one, the Oban 12, the Tale of Twin Foxes, coming in at 56.2 ABV. I seem to really enjoy scotches when they are along that range. 46 is the sweet spot. In other words, they're really good at 46, going up to 50, and then, of course, now 56. Really like it. I think the expressions really, to me, the flavor jumps up, but the peat so far has not overwhelmed the flavor, but rather has been extremely complementary to the fruits flavors, the vanillas, and so on and so forth, that I'm pulling these notes out of this particular whiskey. I haven't even broke the seal on this yet. So here in a little bit, I am going to open this thing up. And we're going to see exactly what it's like. But this thing, it is a nice looking bottle. My wife actually really liked it because, of course, it has two foxes on it and she loves wolves. So anyway, so I picked this one up and I'm like, man, I'm going to have to try it. So I was going to do the Lion's Fire, but I asked my wife, I said, which one of these should I do? And of course, she picked this one. So I said, okay, so let's give this thing a whirl and see what this is like. So love the tube. I definitely love the tube this thing came in. And it's really nice. It's sturdy. Oh, there's the bottle. I'm surprised that in this series, the bottles that I have seen, none of them are the normal dark uh, bottles that the Lavagolan and other Oban and stuff comes in. But that's all right. It doesn't make any difference because I'm going to keep it in the sleeve anyway to protect it from the light. So it's no big deal to me. But like I said, this is the 2021 special release. It's all from ex-bourbon and refill casks. So aged 12 years. So like I say, you can't beat it. So let's get this top open here so it can actually get a chance to open up in my glass. And oh, that was a nice little pop there. Wow, very fruity on the nose immediately. Very fruity. Matter of fact, almost a hint of a white wine almost on the initial, just opening it up. Pour a little in the glass here, and we'll let it set a minute. Let me put a little lid on it so it can do its thing. But as you know, there's a few of these in these series, and I was just really anxious to try it, particularly at the higher ABV. So it's like, man, this is getting to be pretty exciting. So as you know, I started down this road a couple of weeks ago when I got the Offerman edition. And then after I got that, of course, I had Ardbeg and the 16, then the Scarabus. And so it's just continued. They're just really good. And the peat in any of these, in my opinion, is not overwhelming. It is not overpowering. The expressions are really good. And so I'm continuing down this journey. And somebody asked me earlier, and they go, what changed you? And man, it really a fruit forward, but still a hint of this like a white wine note on here. A little pear, and I don't know why, but that's the hint of a note that I get on a lot of scotches, and it's weird. And to complement the peat and everything else, I made sure I had a steak dinner prior to this, so the palate is ready on there. So also, if any of you guys got a pour in your glass, let me know what you've got while I just nose this a little bit more. But it's very fruity. Like I said, I'm getting a wine, like a white wine note. Almost, I want to say a Zinfandel, but it isn't. But that's what I'm getting just by nosing this thing. I don't know if anyone has had this particular expression before, but that's all right. I'd like to know what your thoughts are, just because I'm curious. I want to know what this is all about. But man, this is good. Let's see what we got here. Let's twirl this around a bit. Let's take a look at the legs a little bit and see what it's like. Well, it's definitely not runny. They cling pretty darn good to the side of the glass when they come down. Nice legs on it. Still very fruity on the nose. Yeah, I'm going to say definitely a vanilla. I just, maybe on a borderline of a little caramel that I'm getting on there. Oh, so whiskey lovers, the that one you have, I haven't seen that Finlagen. I haven't seen that here. Sugar Kitty, the one that you have, that I think it's a Glen. I can't quite read it. There's too much glare on there, but a Glen Candom, C. I'm trying to read it here. Here we go. Glencadam. Glencadam. Okay, 15. Good. Well, yeah, that I think right now, if whatever you were serving whiskey lovers, if he would drink it. But yeah, he'll have to answer that one. But let me get a little taste here on the palate. Let me get a little taste here on the palate. Wow. Very pleasant. Very pleasant. I gotta have another sip before I say anything. Wow. The the higher ABV, I mean, you know it is, but it is such a great drop right now as far as viscosity. It's really good. Um, I'm trying to pick out some of these notes, but it's definitely fruity. But I really can't say, is it pear? Is it a citrus? And I'm leaning more towards a citrus taste on this. Deathless Dogs, cheers. I'm leaning more towards a citrus taste on this almost, on this Oban, and definitely no smokiness whatsoever. So I'm going to say this is a non-peated because, I mean, there's a small hint, but yeah, there's nothing. But this is definitely a good drop. The nose is wonderful. Now I'm getting more cream, so more on the vanilla note. Uh, yes, definitely a little caramel now. Now that I've had that 2 sips and I'm kind of a little acclimated to it, really, really is good. And I know some people say, well, why don't you add some water? I prefer this. So I'm not going to put any drops of water in there. I thought about it. I can. But for me, I like it this way. Maybe later on, I'll add just a, when I say a drop, just a couple of drops of water. But right now, uh, this is enjoyable to me just the way it is. I mean, when I sipped some of the other ones, it was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna put any water in it because right now the way I got it, it's good. Hmm. Definitely nice maltiness to this. A nice mouthfeel. Nice flavor. Nice. I think the ratio, as far as the alcohol percentage on here, really good. Really good. This is. I gotta take another little better look at this. Yeah, this is really this is really good. I'm just looking at this a little more because, like I said, I just opened it. This is a raw review. This is neck pour, opened it up. I didn't look into it other than who had it, where was it, who's got the best price. Boom. Let me go and pick this up. And you know what, Sugar Kitty? It's funny you should make that. Maybe that's exactly what it is. Just a little saltiness. But remember, I just had a steak dinner. And so I'm not saying my steak was salty, but I had some fresh ground sea salt on it. And so I was trying not to say that, but made me have a little more sips on there and could be a little bit on the nose now that I'm dwelling on it a little bit, but it's going to take me another few minutes here, but yes, I do like the I do I do like this. I mean, definitely I don't there this isn't a peated whiskey. This is not peated. Um, but you don't know when you get some of these special releases, and some of the Obans that I've had and have tried there are peated. So I'd say I assume, but I just figured, okay, well, this is going to have some peat to it. No, this one does not. Am I disappointed? No, 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 this is really good. Hey, James, how are you? Thank you for popping in. How's everything across the pond? Okay. Well, then that's exactly probably what it is, Sugar Kitty. That there is a little bit of that saltiness, sea spray, whatever, however you want to put it. Chris, how are you? Yeah. Yes. Well, give her our love. Tell her we're all thinking about her, Chris. Thanks for popping on. If you just want to just sit back and listen, really appreciate it. But, tell her we're all thinking about her. Uh, oh, speaking of Springbank, nothing really to do with it, but I picked up the Port Charlotte 10 today. So haven't opened it yet. It's here. Matter of fact, I don't have it in this room. It's in the other room, but everyone's telling me I got to get the Port Charlotte 10, Port Charlotte 10. So I told the wife, well, she actually had it in my hand the other night. And I was like, no, let me see what's here. What do I go back and get? So anyway, but hmm, there's such a creaminess. Oh, sorry, I'm pausing because I'm trying to figure this out. The notes you get from bourbon are different than the notes you're getting off of a scotch. So, going down this road is new to me, but like I said, there's just some things in there that I just can't quite put my finger on it or how to tell you what it is. Hey, Doug, cheers. I just can't quite tell you, exactly what in the heck this is, but the 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 pour is good. I can only imagine once I get this thing down a little bit to the shoulder, have another little bit here today, and then get that thing down to the shoulder, what it will be in about a week to two when it gets a chance to open up and gets a little air, more air in there and a little more oxidization. Um, I think that this is really going to be a great, great bottle. But unfortunately, I haven't found another one. So there's only the place I got only had one. Um, it is what it is when you get these special releases. And they're telling me they're expecting the next series of special releases, but none of their suppliers have said that they got them. So, but if the ones coming up for 2022 are as good as the ones I've tasted for 2021, yeah, I'm going to be pretty excited to find a few of those. But back to the tasting on this because I'm just enjoying it right now. And which, like I said, I'll probably just pour a little more in here. And then what I may do is grab this Tomatin 12 because the wine note I'm getting on this, like I said, the white wine, I get on that. So I might have a sip of that here in a little bit just to kind of do a little comparison, although the ABV isn't anywhere near this. But the nosing to me reminds me of that Tomatin with that little bit of that white wine note that I'm getting off of this. Because, this is all ex-bourbon casks. I know it didn't say anything. Yeah. And refill casks. So I don't know what the refill casks were, though. Could they have been a sherry or something like that? But do you think it would said something like that? So who knows? I have no idea what it was. But this is a very good drop. This Oban 12, the special release in 2021, is so far, and that's just a little bit of a neck pour. But I'm not a person that totally believes neck pours are bad. If you turn the bottle upside down and right back up, is it the same neck pour? No. But anyway, great malt, great malt taste, definitely fruit, good viscosity. I know I said it before, but it really is. The more I'm having a few sips, my palate's getting acclimated. Oiliness to it. Um, it's very good coating. I'm enjoying it. And I know someone says, well, add some water. I'm just not going to do it at this time around. I want to enjoy the expression as it was put in the bottle. And I'm sure a drop of water or two will change it. And maybe it will bring out the actual notes I'm trying to figure out. Is it a pear? Is it more citrus? Is it plum, fig, something along that line? I don't know. But right now, I think I'm just going to keep it just the way I have it and enjoy what I have. Mm. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. I mean, I am happy to have this bottle, and I'm looking forward to having a few more pours out of it. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to take a sip of water here. Clear the palate a little bit. And I'm going to pour just a little more in the glass because this is, James, I haven't seen anyone do this one. I just recently saw somebody do the Scarabus that I did. And I told them that it was great, and I agreed with their review. But on this one, I haven't seen anyone do the Oban 12 in the special release. Sorry, I had to use my other camera because the camera I bought again is just giving me fits, and I don't know what's going on. But that's why you should always have a backup. So I do. I always have a backup ready. It only takes a minute or two to get it going. But yeah, this Oban 12, the special release, is pretty darn good. Hey, Mr. Whiskey Shits, cheers, man. Are you getting prepared for the big showdown with 21090 tonight? I mean, I saw that high school picture of Mike, and I was like, man, he was like a buff dude at one time. What happened? But yeah, this expression is really going to be good when it gets a little chance to open up here a little bit more. But as a first pour, sitting here with just a knife pouring a little more, I could sip on this repeatedly. I could sip on this thing repeatedly. Mm. Wow. See, now on this next little bit, as I'm sipping on this and I'm sipping on this, it's it's opening up a lot better. Um, I'm picking up more sweetness, but I can't tell you pear. I can't tell you apples. And now that the apple popped into my head, green apple, red apple. Mm, this is where it gets hard because I get one thing, you get another, but we may agree on a few, but you take the left fork in the road, I take the right fork in the road when it comes to certain notes. And unless somebody really has a developed palate, uh, particularly for this, and I'm going to say like Whiskey Lover Society, who has had his fair share of scotches or scotch down under to say, to kind of lead me down this thing to say, what are you getting? Okay. Do you get this? Do you get that? Do you get currant? Do you get that? I'm figuring this out as I go, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's the whole idea of being curious about scotch and peat, is that you take this journey, you go down this road, you experiment, you try different things, and sometimes you're pleasantly surprised. Like, I'm surprised. I was expecting this to have some peat to it. There isn't. There is no peat at all. I mean, I'm getting just a hint. When I say a hint of smokiness, but that's probably from the ex-bourbon barrels, and that's the char that I'm getting. Getting a little oakiness on it, but it's not anything bad or anything that I would say, yeah, this is definitely very oaky as far as on the taste. No, I don't. I don't get that, and it's probably because I primarily drink bourbon, so it is a taste that I am used to. If you are a person that primarily drinks Scotch whiskey and then you go to bourbon, sometimes you'll really pick them and go, oh my gosh, what is that? You don't recognize that note, or it's strong. It's strong. Well, and I agree with you. I'm going to highlight this here because it is. It's about your memory. It's what you relate to it. In other words, how many of you have heard people talk? Oh, this reminds me of maple syrup. This reminds me of French toast. But for me, I'm definitely getting the vanilla and caramel now. I'm that I can get that note out of there, and as it just sits, and as like I said, as one is my palate got used to it, and two, the nose. It's just I can get that sweetness. The wine note has dropped. The wine note has dropped, but definitely the caramel, definitely vanilla, definitely fruit, and I'm going to stick with the pear and probably a green apple because there's a little tartness to it, a little tartness to it. So, um, yeah, it's great. So I'm glad to see that you're ready, Adam, because I don't think the 21090 group. I don't think they're chumps. I think they're coming prepared. I'm sure they're practicing right now. I am sure of it, but I'm not going to miss it. I will be there. That's for sure. I'm going to watch this because I think it's going to be an epic little battle. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, at least I'm picking out the actual notes that are in there, and I'm not pulling it out of my ass. So, you know, I'm glad that you're commenting in on there, you and Whiskey Lovers Society, because, I don't know left from right when it comes to some of these notes on the scotches, but like Whiskey Lover said, you got to pull it from your memory. What's it like to you? What does that trigger in your mind? So, and that's what's triggering. And right now, vanilla, caramel, definitely fruit. I'm going to stick with the pear and the green apple for a little bit of the tartness on there. The viscosity again is delicious. Hmm. It really is good. It's a good drop. It's like I said, I know it's 56 ABV, but it doesn't drink like it. It doesn't drink like it at all. You know it in the first sip. Let me just say that you know that. But as you sip on it, your palate's acclimated to it. This is a good pour. This is something you can just sit back and sip on and, you know, relax. It's not like the Lava Golden Alferman edition where I say you can chew on it in a little bit, but um, it's good. It's good in its own right. Yeah, no, you're right. What do they call them in purpose? Is it a nosing wheel or something like that, Sugar Kitty? I can't quite remember the name. Yep. Okay, well, see that would be it. But I do believe the suggestion thing. So that's why I try not to read too much about it. And when I say when I look it up, a lot of places will put little paragraph or two about the spirit when they post it on their website. So, I'll read that. But to really go and look at reviews where they talk about all the different notes they get and this and that and this and that. No, I don't want that in my head. I want to be able to taste it and tell you what I think raw. Just here it is. This is what it is. Is it good? Is it bad? No, it's good. It's definitely a good Scotch whiskey. It is definitely a good Scotch whiskey. Go out and buy one. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. Absolutely go buy one. I think it's very well worth your time and see what you think. It's definitely something to share with somebody. It's it's to me, it's that worthy. It's just a good little drop. Hmm. And I am going to do it. I'm going to pour a little bit of that to mutton because it's a it's the next thing I have that gives me a little bit of that citrus with that little bit of like a wine. Eggs, you know what? That's why one of the things I like about your reviews, it's either good or bad. It's simple for everyone to understand. It's good, it's bad, buy it, don't buy it. Most of us, that's what we want to know. So, when I talked to Sugar Kitty originally about, sorry, the lion there on the Lavagoon, Lion's Fire, hey, he said, no, that's good. Other people said, yes, that's good. So I was confident that if I'm going to, spend the money on it, that, okay, at least I know it's a solid drop. The consensus is, yes, it is a good pour. However, doesn't mean I'm actually going to like it or love it. Well, I've had 2 glasses out of that. Uh, it is good. It is good. It is really, really good. Um, The only other person that would really compliment this would be like Greg's Whiskey Guide out of France. He'd be another palate that I would appreciate when it comes to different scotches and things like that because he has a lot of experience and he's just a good guy and I enjoy watching his reviews when he does different scotches and he's got a little bourbon collection, he's got a little rye collection. He gets what he can over there in France and hey, uh, I appreciate him, and he's the one that got me to understand Armagnac and where it comes from and how it is, and so on and so forth. So, I enjoy everybody that's in this chat and that pops onto my stream because they have some experience, they have some knowledge, and it's just like me. We all want that good drop, and when we do get something that's just terrible, hey, we tell people about it. Uh, we tell people about it, and like I said, like Greg's Whiskey Guide, Whiskey Lover Society, Sugar Kitty, James Morgan. I know he's in there. Mr. Whiskey Shits. I mean, I can go on and on. Chris Taz that comes on here. Scott, Doug. I mean, to me, you guys are all great resources when it comes to bourbon, when it comes to whiskey, when it comes to scotch. That's one of the things that keeps us all together. We're always looking for that next pour. They're the bottle. What is the next thing that we're going to get? And we want to share because we all like the experience. We all like that experience and we want to know. And you know what? I think you're right. I honestly think you're right, Gert. I think you're right on that. And I think that's why everybody that comes and watches me and when I go to Ken's Scotch Down Unders and, I've watched your reviews and we all talk, you know, and uh, it's a great experience that we share with each other. And unfortunately, under these things that we're going on, we all can't be in the same spot at the same time. But this is a way that we all can communicate. I mean, you're in Belgium, some are in the UK, some are in France, some are in Australia, some are up in Canada. I mean, you know, this is a great experience because I'm learning, you're listening to me. Oh, what do they feel like here in the US? What do they feel like over in the UK as far as this spirit or that spirit? And some of the stuff we just can't, we just can't get here. We just can't get here. And so it's great to hear, hey, he's got that. You know what? I just had this conversation and I go, there's so much good whiskey, but we all only have so much money to spend on it. And you just can't get, everything that you want. So it is what it is, James. And you're right. But again, I like doing these streams because of people like you and Chris and all the rest of them that pop in here, because I value your opinions. I value your friendship. I like that you guys come on and listen to me BS a little bit about something. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it different? I'm not going to read the whole history about this, that, and the other, because I don't want to influence people to say, oh, that's a good distillery. They make this. Well, some people don't like certain distilleries. Some people may not like Lefroy, period. They're just like, I don't like anything that comes out of there. Well, that's fine. Some people might like Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. Everybody knows who they are, but they just may not like their expressions. And that's okay. That's okay. I do like to try everything, but if I actually know something is bad, Gert, I'm probably just not going to do it. Like Malort. Yeah. No. I'm just not going to do it. Not even to say I've tried it. Yeah. No. Won't hurt me. See, now I just took a sip of the tomatin. I wanted to let my palate die down a little bit from the Oban. So the tomatin is only 46 ABV. However, yes, that note, that Zinfandel note I called it, yes, that's there on this too, just like it is that Oban. The maltiness is there. That's the same. A little citrus type of maybe citrus zest. I don't know, lemon, orange. Nah, I don't know that, but it would be like that zest. It's definitely stronger. It's definitely stronger. Not what I'm saying is the flavor, the zest flavor. That's what I mean by that. So to me, that's the level up above the fruit. So you're getting that zest. The maltiness, yep, it's there. Just a faint hint of the caramel and vanilla on this tomatin versus the Oban. I think the Oban, it was more prominent after I got into it a minute and I really got acclimated to that spirit. The tomatin is okay, but going from dropping 10 points from 56 to 46, you know the difference. However, the tasting note is somewhat similar as far as some of the notes that I get off of that versus the Oban. But I'm going to have a couple more sips out of this because it would not be a fair judgment for me to just put this down and go back to the Oban. I'll have a few more sips in the Oban still left, but I'm going to have a few more sips on this just to see the similarities and go, yep. Now, see, yeah. So it is definitely thinner in mouthfeel than the Oban with the higher on there. But now a little bit of that 46 ABV is pushing through. In other words, now the finish is coming back. So now I had a nice sip out of this. This is the second one. And yeah, now the finish is coming back. I'm getting the fruitiness. I'm getting that zest. But like I said, orangey, lemony, I don't know. Definitely pear. I always got pear on this one. and I'm getting that nice, light, crisp, fresh pear note. Even on the palate, the sweetness is really good. As a matter of fact, the oiliness is something that really pushed me to the tomato. Whenever I first tried, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Non-chill filtered, no color added on the tomato, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, this was really good." I was really surprised when I first took that sip that you know my head kind of went back a little bit, and I looked down at the glass, and I'm like, "Wow, this is good," and it is good. Hmm. Yeah, it definitely needs one more sip before I go back to the Oban. But it has some of the same notes characteristics as um, the Oban, but the proof on the Oban definitely wins over for me. Yep, Sugar Kitty. Yep. I think the Oban on is about one for me was 124 or 129. I don't have the receipt from me. It was right in there. It wasn't up 130. The Lion's Fire is 149. I think I said it was because we were talking about that, and I think you had them for 130 or 135 on the Lion's Fire. But um, the Mortlock 13, that's the next one I'm eyeballing. But my wife likes it because she definitely likes that wolf on there. But it's 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 definitely spicier. Everyone tells me it's definitely spicier versus uh, any of the other expressions. But pretty much everyone said the 2021 special releases are good in general. I don't think anyone has had really anything bad to say or found that any of those expressions were off-putting whatsoever. Still working on this tomato a little bit. Oh yeah, it's just sweet. I mean, it's just sweetness. If you want something that's sweet, if you want something that's fruity, that has some nice ABV at the 46, this is a very good pour of the Tomatin 12. Now let me clear my palate a little bit. Let me go back to this Oban and see. Hey, cheers, Greg. Mm, wow, that was a good jump up from this, go up to the Oban. Wow, that was like a sweetness and fruit explosion. It really was with that ABV. Holy smolings, that was good. That was really, really good. I might have to do that again. And you're absolutely right. And that's what I'm looking at. Like was it 25 or 26? There's a Lagavulin 25 or 26 on that uh, series, Sugar Kitty. Well, it's $2,000. It might be good, but I'm sorry. To me, no. Absolutely no. Yep. It's up there. It is up there. And there are plenty good expressions and out there for, let's just say 50 US or uh, 60 euros, because Whiskey Lover Society is doing this right now, and they're good. And one of the ones I picked out, and you all know it because apparently it's in Europe, but is the Scarabus, and this is 35 US. So, and it is a great Isla drop, really is great, great scotch. As a matter of fact, I almost grabbed another one today, but I got sidetracked because I grabbed that Port Charlotte 10. And then some people were there from Hawaii looking for at least a yellow spot. And so I said, well, I know where there's one where you can get it and you're about a mile away. So I directed them over to where they can pick up a yellow spot. And then, of course, my wife took me over. Oh, look at this, look at that. And then, of course, it's like, oh, look, a bright light, shiny object. I just got away from it, but I know there's plenty there. And I'd say people don't know about it, but people don't know about it. It's just starting to get some reviews. So I'll definitely, for the money, I'll put another one behind it just to have it at some point here in the next few weeks, just because you can't beat the price of $35. Cannot beat the price. Exactly, Sugar Kitty. You know, I laugh because I notice it more now than I ever did in my life. And I always say, once I got north of 50, way up there, it's like, holy smokes. You know, what the heck is going on? You know, I see something else and I just, I don't know. But I don't concern myself with it much. It's just the way it is. But we're okay. Well, it's about time. I figured you might have taken a nap there, Bourbon. Wow. Yeah. Bourbon is starting a petition for me to change my name from Bourbon Neophyte to Scotch Neophyte. I told him I need a sidekick. He needs to come up other than Bourbon. He needs to come up with something else. Oh, I'm not doubting you didn't take a nap today. You know, it's 8 o'clock. Livewire whiskey is going to be coming on here in a little bit. You know, you got to be ready for this show. Hey, Gert, whatever you say, none of us are going to disagree. None of us are going to disagree. But, you know, as far as everything goes, as far as a wrap up goes on this Oban 12, yeah, it's good. It's definitely a good drop. You have to decide if it's worth you spending the money on to add it to your collection. I'm not disappointed that I did, but I will always look for good buys, particularly under $50, because there are some great scotches out there that you can find. There are some bourbons out there, but now they're really getting to be well known, and people are going after these bourbons. So these bourbons that are 50 to 75 in that range or a little bit less, they're just getting harder and harder to find because more people are learning about this and saying, you know what, I'm not chasing these things. And I heard people talking today about Blanton's. Not to go off on a tangent, but you know, I've turned it down at $60. No, if it's not closer to MSRP, and I always have a rule, if it's about $20 over MSRP, yeah, I'll probably pop for it. But it's Blanton's. I've turned it down countless times at that price. Like, nope, 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 nope. You know, there's other things I want to buy for that. So that's what it comes down to. Gravel road. I understand that. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not interested in it. I don't need to have it on my shelf right now. There's other things I would rather take that $60 and either buy or put it toward to get a bottle of. I'm just not going to run for it. I got a Caribou Crossing down there somewhere, so I hear it's just like Blanton's Canadian. I know it's in there. I just actually saw it the other day because I forgot, and stuff gets pushed to the back and you forget about it. So, but I got a Caribou Crossing in there. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I like that. Definitely. Definitely love that little bit of higher ABV on there. Going up to that Oban, I just do. But it's just such a good drop. Such a good drop. I'm not disappointed in it, and I'm going to drink it a little bit more here, probably over the next night or so. Get it down to the shoulder, cork it up, put it back in the tube, and let it set for a little while, just so that give it a good chance to, give it a good chance to open up and see how that is in a few weeks on there. I mean, but right now it's a good drop. It's definitely um, worth your time to explore, without a doubt. So let me finish up this. Well, you know what? I'm not. I am. Well, yeah. Let me finish this up before I get into something peated. I think I will. I will wait. I was like, well, that. What do I want? What do I? No, I'll wait. Let's finish up this tomatin, and then once I finish up this tomatin, I'll get something peated. Maybe I'll go get that Port Charlotte and crack it open. I don't know. I've got other things open. Maybe I'll get a little Ardbeg. I haven't had my Ardbeg in a while. No, Lagavulin 16 could be calling my name. I don't know. You guys tell me. Ardbeg, Scarabus, the Offerman, the 16. Force me to drink some more Lion's Fire or open up the Port Charlotte. You tell me what you think should be the next one after this tomatin, and I'll pour that one. I might just do the Offerman edition for Bourbon because I know it's his favorite. I mean, he said that was a taste like no other he's ever had. Like no other that he has had. Mm. Ah, man. Very good. Like I said, it's a pleasing drop. It's a nice step. You know, um, I haven't seen it. I mean, I know what it is, but I haven't seen the heavy peated one, James. But I have the Port Charlotte 10 heavy peated. I just haven't popped it yet. Bourbon, you know which one your favorite is. It's the Offerman edition. You said it was a taste like no other. But yeah, if I had something like that, yep. I mean, their Kilkerrans are here. I just have to start paying a little more attention to the actual expression, as in, what is it? And so then I know what they have on the shelves in the different shops. See, he loves it. I told you guys. He's like, man, it's wonderful. Wonderful. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Ardbeg after this. But then sometimes when you go to the Ardbeg and you try to, I'd have to at least go to the Lava 16 if I leave from there. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Oops. It is. It really is. I like a whiskey that I can chew. I bet he does. But Sugar Kitty, it is good. It is a good expression. And bourbon is the proof. In other words, some like it, some don't. Taste is subjective. What he got out of that Offerman, I didn't. However, I got the Band-Aid and hate out of the Ardbeg Pirate that he said he got out of the Offerman. It's like, yeah, definitely didn't get that, or I wouldn't be touching it. I would not be touching it. So, my palate has matured for sure. Sorry, just kind of savoring that little bit of a drop. Actually, it's a little more than I anticipated on taking. I still got some there in class, but it's just a good sipper. It really is. And this is definitely, again, another one that I tell people all the time for the price, for $40 US, maybe you might find it for 35 where you are. It's definitely that Tomatin 12 it's a good sipper for every day. It's a good sipper. So something that I definitely will get another one of when I'm out. But anyway, so let me finish this up and decide on which one I'm going to go to. But I'm more leaning to the Ardbeg because that has the most disappeared out of it. But again, it's one of the most readily available here because the 16 is on the shelves, but it comes and goes. This is just plain gone, but there is a brother behind it. So I'm good there. So that's why I don't have a problem in sipping through that one, the Offerman edition. But other than that, I have not seen them anywhere else here in Vegas. No, but I was funny, man. You people seem to be on target with me in my little journey. But James, so there's a couple of good shops that we have here, but I shop them just to see what's out there. But I also shop them for price. Some are spot on. Some are just like, you're crazy. And some of you may have heard me talk about this. I like E.H. Taylor. It's in there, trust me. But so I picked up another single barrel. Let me think. Yes. And the place I went to, they want, $160 for a bottle that's $70 tops. It's like, you're ridiculous. So you've got to know. But I know where certain bottles are. I'm not as good as Bourbon. Bourbon has ideas where things are because he hunts regularly and posts videos on it. And they're interesting because I like to see what's on the shelves in New York. But I do it here. And to know who has what on the shelf. So the Kilkerran is one of the ones that I want to start looking at. But the Canadian malts are ones that I actually was looking at. So personally, I have not tried them because I'm not a huge fan of 80 proof. Now, that being said, one of my favorite expressions for everyday sipping type of a scotch, guess what? 80 proof. And so now that I'm getting into some of these other scotches, I may go down that road and pick up one or two of them and give them a whirl just to see what it's like, if they're any good. And especially in some of the shops I go, they have sample bottles. So you can go there and get a little taste to know, yeah, it's worth exploring. It's worth spending the money. Let me get a bottle of it and see what I think of it. So like I said, right now, no, I have not had any of the Canadian malts. No. So I would have to get with some people and they would have to guide me on, okay, start with this or go to this one. It's always a good choice. It's always, this, that, or the other, so that I know. So nothing worse than getting one that you just can't, it's just terrible. You spent the money. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to either pour it down the drain or I got to call hazmat to come and get it. It's just that bad to me. So anyway, one rabbit hole at a time. One rabbit hole at a time. Got a little bit left of this tomatin, and then definitely got to pop on over to the peated section. Definitely got to pop over to the peated section. You mark my glass with the Oban so I don't forget what I put in there. Put my little lid on there. And I am going to go with the Ardbeg. Let me get rid of this here. Yep, I botted them out. Well, one of the things I made is the bots have to subscribe. So, and we're just going to keep that thing going on. But yeah, they're coming. I don't get as many. I just started getting a few again, Gert. But it's just one of those things that happen. So let me grab a glass. Let me clean off my palate. Yep. Oops. So we'll be done there. Right there. Let me grab a little Ardbeg next and have a little sip of that. Why not? Why not? I said to myself earlier, I probably ought to keep that out because I'm probably going to have a little pour of it. Nah, I'll put it back in the box. It's been sitting out here. Boom. So we'll pour a little. Yeah, I can smell the peat on that right off the bat, and I haven't even got it into the glass yet. Give us a little taste in there. Oh, yeah. So I can understand where Bourbon's talking about that. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at his expressions when he described drinking the Offerman edition. Oh gosh. But Band-Aids and hate. Oh yeah. Let's let that thing just sit here just a few seconds and oh yeah. Good. Good. A little palate cleanser. Anyway. So Bourbon, are you pretty much on the road to the men's? That I saw you did a live stream. It didn't pop up for me until after the fact. I'm like, I don't know. I made sure that the bells are clicked on, but other times YouTube fires right off. I get these notifications 30 minutes prior and so on and so forth. Other times it just doesn't come up. So sorry about that. But I saw you were on, so I figured, well, you've definitely got to be on the road to recovery. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a good little sipper right here, right now. Ah, yes. There's that wonderful sweetness with the smoke, the peat. Great. That's what I was looking for. Yep. I can smell it just sitting here in the glass, wafting out of the glass. It's just like, yes, definitely smoky goodness in this. Delicious. Exactly. Deliciousness. Like I said, when I got this before, I never got sweetness on the first sip. Now, the sweetness, the smokiness, it combines well. The smokiness fades into the back as the finish starts to come up, and you get the sweetness and you get the viscosity with the oiliness, and then the smoke just subtly comes back with a burst of sweetness, and it's like, oh, this is good. This is definitely good. Yep, very good. Very, very good. I'm trying to think of when the last time. Yeah, this is good. It was Friday night. Had the last time I had a little bit of peat. I didn't have peat last night, but this is good. So anyway, I really appreciate everyone that popped in here and listened to this for a while. And I'm going to drink this and probably another one. And Gert, what time is it for you over there if you're still listening? I know it's late for James on that other side of the world. Very good. I was in there yesterday. I was in there about 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock. They didn't say boo to me. And they know me when I walk in. Okay, I knew it was early. When I say early in the morning, it's an early evening, but I wasn't sure if it was after midnight or what. Okay. But yeah, Adam, I was in there. They didn't say. I did know that they had some Pappy, but that's gone. They got their allocation. But when I say they got their allocation, when I say a couple of bottles, I want to say 2, 3, maybe 4 at the absolute max, but I don't even think it was that. And so, of course, that went like, boom. I don't know what they even sold it for over there. Yeah, I didn't see it at all. And like I said, I was in there yesterday. And so they never, I don't know. Now I'm going to look just because you said something. But, here we go. And usually, again, their stuff pops up. Yeah. I see it's still not popping up. I'm not saying that they didn't. Let me go to there. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see what we go. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Elmer T. Lee they had. I saw that pop up just now. But I had to physically go to I physically had to go to their page to look at to see what they had on there. No, there's Gert. Ta-da. He's right there. But he's literally a little further away from me than most. That's for sure. But yeah, I know they get them from time to time, but they get such small quantities at them that, it is what it is. If you're there, it's luck. And that's how speaking of luck, that's how you got that Michter's. So you just happened to be in there 5-10 minutes before me, and boom. So there you go. You got it. I didn't. That's the luck. Yes, they did. The one in the wooden box. Yes, they did. And I missed that by 5 minutes. I did know that was there. You just reminded me when I walked in. The guy says, "Oh, we had this." And I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, there's no more. We had it up here." And I was like, that I would have bought. That I would have bought. But you're right. So I did miss that one. Wasn't thinking about that until you posted that. But yep, it was on the counter just like you found yours. Well, I guess that's why they call this Vegas. So you either win some, you lose some. So it wasn't my time. That's all. Yeah, exactly. Let's just say Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, bleh. And I'm not knocking them, but it's not anything special. You're right. It's not a Sinatra Select from Jack Daniels. It's not a Jim Beam Distiller's Masterpiece. Something like that. Something that's not the normal expression. Oh my goodness, Big Vic, what's up, man? How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, entry level stuff. You're right. You're right. You're looking for something that, okay, yeah, that's always here, but what else do you have? Exactly. Something that not everybody's going to get. And it could be a while before it comes back here and you think about buying it and letting loose of the money on it. Yeah. But, yep. No, it is not. And I'm learning that pretty quick. It's not. I mean, the expressions that are released over here aren't the same as what's over there. And then again, some of the stuff that we have here, they just don't get over there. Then again, you go, they probably just don't want it. That's why we got it. So, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yep. Exactly. If you can find something that's, that not everybody's going to have, it's not always here, it's not readily available. You wonder like, okay, yeah, I'll spend that money on it. I'll spend, 100 euros or whatever the case may be for you, Gert. Like, I'm going to get that because that's going to be something that we're just not going to see. And, you may open it up with your son or something like that, sit down and have a few sips and say, hey, what do you think? And it's one of those bottles that it's good to bring out with some good friends. Cooler Running. What's up? Nice to see you. There you go. Sugar Kitty's acknowledgement. It's all good. It's all good. I'm trying to make sure. I know I've got more than enough time but I don't trust YouTube. Livewire is going on tonight, and I just want to make sure because I know they're up there. I saw it. I did see it. I did see it. I did see it. I did see it. Hold on. Let me bring them up because for some reason now it's not popping up, and it does that. And I saw it because I commented on the thing, but it's not popping up on YouTube, and that is the weirdest thing. That it just doesn't do that. You can go right. Yeah, I know they're with 21090 today because I commented on it, and I think it's going to be either 7 or 8 o'clock my time tonight. But yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, are you going to be watching the football game?" And I go, "No, probably not. I mean, I may catch a little bit of it, but I'm not superstitious or anything. But the Steelers are playing Kansas City, and so yes, I want the Steelers to win. I'm cautiously optimistic. Let's put it that way, that they will. Cautiously optimistic. Yep, Bourbon Night and the Junkies. Yes, they always have a. Yep. I always forget that Brian's on. And again, he's another one. I don't know why I don't get his notifications all the time. I'm subscribed to Brian's channel. I click the bell. It's just one of those things. Other times it pops up. I get the 30-minute notice or whatever, and yeah, it just doesn't happen. I've actually went in, untick the bell, tick the bell again, just so it registers. But okay. So I got time. I have got time. That's all I want to know. Give me some time to get things situated and go from there. But anyway, oh, see, Big Vic. Big Vic, are you at home? Well, I'm sure. I am sure of it. You know, if some of these scotches are in ex-bourbon, their first fill ex-bourbon casks, I think the flavors that it gets out of it and some of these scotches, James, I think it's been pretty good. It's the refilled ones that, I don't know what it really gets out of there other than because it's not going to get more than the oakiness out of the wood. Because if you're doing it, if you're putting it in first fill and then refilling it in ones you've already used, a lot of that, let's just say it was sherry, is gone out of the barrel, and you're really just going to get the oakiness, the woodiness out of that refill barrel. But that's my opinion. Correct. No personalized. I always click on all on that. I learned that a long time ago because I wasn't paying attention. But now I know, and I've went back and made sure. It's just one of those things. It just happens. So I'm good with it. I don't mean to miss somebody or step on somebody's toes because I'm doing the stream. I figure if they want to come and hear me, they will. If not, they won't. And that's good too. That is good too. That's the way I look at it. So it's all good. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that at all. Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The first refill, the ex-bourbon barrels that they bring over and then put the scotch in, it imparts a lot of flavor. But when you reuse that, I'm sorry, I just don't think you're going to get much more if you're really trying to get more oakiness into the expression. Then you're going to get it because you're just going to get the wood because everything's gone up. Now maybe they will rechar that barrel. I don't know. There's a lot of things that they can do. Put in staves, but I don't know if they do that. But in my opinion, when it's a refill barrel, yeah, I think it's a waste of time. But it is the way that goes. We have to get some more Canadians on here tonight and see what they say. I know Donald was on Ken's stream earlier, but he was just dealing with an issue at his place. But I've not seen it, and the only reason why I'm aware of it is someone had mentioned that particular name before the Wiser. But I have not seen it. But it's one of those things where when I go out places or I go into the shops, I'll look for it. I mean, I'll go to the Canadian section and I look for particular things and just to see what's out there because I like to know. And then, of course, my wife's like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Well, I don't know much about that one. That's Canadian. She says, well, I like the bottle. Oh, yeah, the bottle's nice too, but it doesn't always mean the juice inside the bottle is good. So So they so depending upon we're talking about the wiser. So depending upon the expression that you get, it's either in the number 2 char or the number 4 char. So expression A, expression B. Correct, James? Ah. And yeah, I mean, that's why they get them, because bourbon's not going to use them. And they can only sell so many to the public that want them, or make so many bar tops or hogshead signs. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah. And he was, yeah, I know he had an issue today. That's what I said. And I was just like, oh man, I've been there. I'm still, well, all mine is done. I'm still doing the unpacking part. Hey, I like a little oak in it, but like I said, when you get into those refills, I think that's really all you're going to get out of it. I mean, if that's what you want in your in your barrel, that's why you poured your whiskey in there, fine. But know that that's probably what you're going to get. See, I wouldn't have thought that, Gert. I would think you're going to get more oakiness, not as far as less. I think you would get more out of it because everything's gone out of that barrel other than the original wood. But okay. Hmm, really? Well, that's interesting. But yeah, I know that there are even bourbons finished in ex wine barrels. So, I mean, they're getting recycled somehow, some way. You know, they're using them. Yep. See, now we're getting into it and getting some more discussion on that. And that's one good thing about the community and about this chat and having these different streams and just sitting back and talking, because the topics that come up and the little avenues we take. And now we're talking about the difference in barrels and how they go about it. But, you know, that's part of the love affair here. You know, that's part of the love affair is learning more about these different barrels and why they use them and what they're looking to get. You know, you've got some insight, Gert, that we don't. Sugar Kitty has some insight that we don't. You know, James got some insight that we don't. So this is what makes this a good setting. You know, we're all learning. Okay. Yep. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're going to get that on there. So see, there you go. This is just enlightening us all about why they use different things in the barrels and why they buy in either the ex bourbon barrels or refilling them. And so this is good. This is absolutely good. Mm. But the Ardbeg is definitely hitting the spot with the smokiness. Definitely hitting the spot. Very good. Very good choice for me. Oh, man. Well, I'm looking forward to watching a little live wire whiskey tonight, that's for sure. Seeing how that goes with 21090. I think they're a good group of guys over there. I mean, they may be Baltimore fans, but I don't hold that against them. I mean, it's okay. It's absolutely all right. They can be Baltimore fans. Everyone's got to be a fan of something. They don't always have to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. It's okay. I may judge them for it, but that's all right. I don't hold grudges. Don't hold grudges at all. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of what my next little sip is going to be. But I have some time. I do have some time. Are you referring to the 16, Gert? Because I think I would agree with you on that. Wife just brought me in the Port Charlotte. Oops, return, I forget. Ta-da! So,
showing the cap.
She says, I got to show you the cap. So there you go. This is it. They have a few varieties. I've always wanted to come across the pond, and I have a particular affinity. I want to go to France and go to Normandy. My grandfather landed on those beaches a long time ago. He's no longer with us, but I just want to go there, and I want to tour there. My aunt is a citizen of the UK. Now, of course, she's naturalized and over here, but technically I have family there. So I have reasons I could go over there other than to see Big Ben in Parliament and talk to the Queen. Although I'm sure her calendar is pretty well booked up, and I don't know if I could actually get an audience with her, but I could have my people call her people and see if we couldn't work something out. I hear she might have an opening. Prince Charles has some credentials just sitting on the counter over there. So hey, why not? Okay, yes, on that Lava Golden 16, I agree. But in itself, what I've had just opened up, it's been good on that 16. It has been good. Oop, sorry there, Gert. Yeah. But I'm not disappointed in this bottle. And I think you're the one that told me before that leave it open up a bit. So in other words, drink it down a bit, let it set for a little while. A little oxidizing does it good inside that bottle from the air. So, yep, I'm definitely going to go ahead and let that set a bit. But I'm sorry, I'm going to sip it from time to time. Ah, man, that's beautiful. Beautiful. So my grandfather didn't land on the 6th. He landed like 9 days afterwards, give or take. I can't remember, but my aunt has it down there because she had told him. But he was in St. Lo and St. Mary Glees. He was in Schornberg. He was in that battle. Then, of course, he was in the Battle of the Bulge. And not long after that, he was a POW. He got captured and became a POW over in Germany in Stalag 9B in Bad Orb, Germany, is where he was. And one of the little interesting things is I'm going to get it someday. One is his Purple Heart, but two is the spoon that he had made so he could eat with, because they didn't give them utensils. So he carved it out of an old bed slat and he made a spoon. And then in the handle, he put Bad Orb, Germany, because that's where he was when he was a POW. And I remember seeing it in his drawer and I said, Pap, what is this? He said, well, that's the spoon I made when I was a POW, and the handle broke. So somehow my aunt knew somebody and she had gotten that handle fixed. And if you look at it now, you wouldn't even know that thing was broke or anything like that. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that spoon, and of course his Purple Heart, and then the Western Union telegrams informing his mother that he was MIA, and then the one that informed her that he was a POW of the German government, which no one in our family wants it but me. My aunt still has it, and that's fine as long as she wants it, and keep it. And then when she decides that she doesn't need it, she can send it to me, and I'd be real happy to have that. Real happy to have that. Oh, I know you like that Port Charlotte. I knew once I mentioned Port Charlotte. I honestly did. I was going to say Whiskey Nose is going to pop up, but I got into this story and there you go. And you popped in there and said, hey, and oh, by the way, left you a voicemail today and just wanted to say thank you again for that. But of course, I was working. So how it goes, we got to do that. It is. It is a great story. And speaking of great stories, did I ever tell you I know a guy down in Tennessee who is so full of bullshit that even I'm impressed? Okay. I mean, literally. I mean, this guy has got it going on. As a matter of fact, when he joins my stream, I got to sit on my hands because I get so excited. It's the only way I can keep from just waving. I'm so excited. So without any ado, we have to bring him on.
All I heard was Port Charlotte and then bullshit. So yeah, that brought it all in for me, man. No, I wanted to sit back and listen to that story for a second. That's really cool, man, about the spoon and everything.
It's one of those things where I'll say, I wish what I know now, I realized 20 plus years ago, 25 years ago, and I really could just kind of sit and talk to him some more about those experiences. But I didn't. I mean, as a kid, I asked what I called, and I'll say I asked the dumb questions like, hey, Pap, did you have to kill any Germans? Well, there's those questions you ask because you're a kid. And this was back in the 70s. You just don't realize this stuff. And, that generation is, I hate to say almost gone, but almost gone.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. There's very few still out there.
Not many we can talk to about that. And like you said, man, it was a special generation, and it's a shame, but
yeah. But I'm glad that I got it. I got to talk to him, and like I said, I'm happy with it. It is what it is. He's gone, but she has a lot of that stuff written down.
Right. That's good.
Was an avid, reader about those stories. And he would highlight different things in books. I was there, or this or that. And we were there. Or I remember him saying a few stories and he'd go, that's not how it happened, because I was there. He says, the story's okay, but, I'm sure it's a story told by another person. He goes, I was there. So, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, I picked up that Port Charlotte today because I know you had it, but everyone's telling me, you have got to get that Port Charlotte. It's good. And so I'm just finishing up this Ardbeg 10. And are you telling me you poured a Port Charlotte?
I have no. I'm actually doing a couple beers that I bought. I've got the new Iron Maiden Brewdog Hellcat.
Really?
Yeah, I found that today.
And you did that because it said Iron Maiden, right?
I did, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a IPA. No, I'm sorry. It is, yes. So we will see eventually. What's this thing got? 6% alcohol. So
6, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll get into that in a minute.
What was the other one you got?
Hell, I can't remember. I'll tell you in a second. I looked them up. I've got several. I got the Pounders Breakfast Stout. That was good.
Pounders Breakfast
Pounders
Stout.
Yeah. And the what else did I get? The Oscar Blues Barrel Age beer. So we're gonna try that here next few weeks. Something different, Yeah. So,
well, no, I got you. I mean, you can always have a Miller Lite, right?
That's. Yep.
Exactly. You can always have a Miller Lite.
I can. Are you cracking the Port Charlotte now? Is that what you're going into? Are you cracking that Port Charlotte now? Or
I did not crack it yet.
Okay.
I just finished the Ardbeg.
Okay.
I just finished the Ardbeg, and Gert was twisting my arm because he was talking about the Lava Golden 16. So, progression-wise, I just might jump up to that because I'm surprised. I want to go to the Offerman because of the ABV on it, and the ABV on the Ardbeg, I think, is 46 also. I got to get my things. Yeah, it is. It's 46 also, and the Lava Golden is only 43 on the 16. So it's like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gert. Well,
good to see you, brother.
Hey, it's good that you popped on. We always enjoy seeing you and listening to you and sharing your experiences and your palate with us, man. It's always a pleasure. On my stream, and I can't speak for Marty, but I can say that you're welcome on both of our streams.
Yes, yes, I love it when Gert comes over. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Have a good evening, brother. Hey, Charles.
Charles. Long time no see.
Excuse me.
Been a few hours. Been a few hours.
I've got to figure out how I'm going to do the scoring thing on Livewire Whiskey because I was the one that sent the samples out, the blinds.
Oh,
so I've got to figure out.
What
that's
do you think? That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You sent those out. Okay.
So what do you think? What do you think the best way to do it is? Let them battle one against another?
Definitely let them battle, but definitely do the proof like they always do. Can you the bottle, do you think it's a Heaven Hill? Do you think it's this, that? Is it a bourbon? Is it a rye? Things of that nature. And what you want to do. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Let's just see what you can do. Is it a bourbon? Is it a rye?
It's a good idea.
Can you name the proof? Can you name the distiller? What the heck?
Yeah. Let me grab something real quick.
You grab whatever you want. I'm glad you blacked it out because this is a family channel. That's for sure. Just starting your workday?
Right. Had to get the old note card of what I sent.
Oh. Well, you got to remember. But so they're on at what, 7 tonight?
Yeah. This will be a good
9 your time?
10.
10? Okay.
Yeah. 10 to 12 is usually when they go. That's why if I'm ever on there, it's quick because it's later for me.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you're East Coast side. We're all West Coast side, and so that's tough. So that's why I try to do my Sunday stream sometime in the afternoon like this. Well, it's 4 for me. Well, not now, but when I start. But it's 7 o'clock on your end of the world, so I know you're done with dinner and so on and so forth. And so,
yeah,
what the heck?
That's right.
What the heck?
Yeah, I think who was it I did? Oh, when I fought Trevor, I had to guess all that. And so I've kind of got a little bit of that going down. I really don't have a theme, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I just
don't tell us because you never know who's lurking.
No, I know. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just there's not really a theme to it, which is that's okay.
It doesn't have to have a theme.
No, it doesn't.
No one says it has to have a theme at all.
Nah, it'll be fine. Glad you said that. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything, but hey, Adam.
That's right. Like I said, you never know who's
all
lurking.
4 battles. There's one winner combined. Yes, that'll work for me. That'll work for me. That's a lot of numbers. I'll have somebody else keep score with me when we get there. We'll see who's there. And then I'll send out an email to whoever wants to help of what they are. It's probably the easiest way.
That's what I was on this morning talking to Ken. I had my coffee going. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Chris and Lil. You know what? We laugh. Todd's easy to push around, but I'm going to tell you what, he's got a great palate.
He does, man. He really does. Yeah. He's the guy that takes the brunt of the jokes, but he does. He knows what he's doing.
He does, and we give him a hard time, but damn, he's good. He really is. We're getting ready to mix things up. We're getting ready to mix things up, Anthony, again on Tuesday nights. So we've got another channel going to join us. I'm trying to, I think, pretty consistently. My bourbon journey, Scott. He's probably going to take the 8 to 9 o'clock hour. I'll do 7 to 8 or 6:30 to 8. Scott will do his thing, and then we'll promote, what we're doing on 21090. Then everybody will be part of 2. Yeah, I do too.
I mean, I do.
I think it'll work out
stuff.
fun. Yeah,
I like his stuff. He's a good guy. He's one of the first channels, along with ADHD Whiskey, that and Mash and Drum, that I really started to watch. That got me down this path I'm on between bourbon and then, of course, now scotches. But they're good people. I mean, Scott's a good person.
Yeah, he's good.
A good person. That's for sure. So how's the weather down there, Marty? I know you had to do snowing now, and I had to jump in there and kind of hold that spot for a little bit for you.
Yeah, man, it's snowing now, so we're supposed to get 3 or 6 inches tonight. So we'll see.
Are you going to have to? Is there any chance you getting called out or?
No, I'm good. I did everything I need to take care of Friday. That's why it was either do it then or take the risk all weekend. So basically, I just needed to schedule people to be available. So instead of just working, I just worked late to say, okay, can you handle this time frame? And we got it all covered. If not, I'd have to go in yesterday and then again today. So, but I'm off tomorrow, so that's even better.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow too. Well, the school district here is on a 5-day pause because of COVID. So
yeah, I hope Lil feels better.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I hope she starts feeling better.
Yeah, well, we're thinking about her and sending good thoughts, man. You know that. And,
yeah, buddy.
We'll pray for her and basically whatever you need. You just, I know you're far away, but
yeah,
prayers help, thoughts help, wishes help. I believe in all that.
Sugar Kitty, yeah. It's going to switch to rain. Ours is going to stay snow till, I think, Monday evening. I just had the graph up till 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So, but nothing, I mean, no intense snow or anything, just, flurries and snowing probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, James said Todd will take it. Adam said probably. Hey, I'm telling you, I love Adam be normally my pick, but Todd is just, he just gets it. It's funny. But Adam, I'm still pulling for you. Just letting you know.
Well,
yeah. Now, do y'all have a bunch of kids, Anthony, with COVID, or y'all just trying to prevent it?
Everything between staff, kids. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just figured they'd have me stay working just to, get things back in shape before they come in. But nope, they said, go home.
Yeah.
Don't report. Hey, they wanted to pay me to stay home. Okay.
Do some reviews. We'll do it.
Well, that's the only way I could fill in for you on spur of the moment. I was ready to watch your stream, and I actually got about 10 minutes late, and I'm like, postponed due to snow.
I had to.
And I'm like, huh. So I sat there and I'm drinking my scotch, and I saw Adam on and a few other people, and I thought, well, let me just fire up a stream here real quick, get a thumbnail out there, and boom, 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 and that was it. That's
good.
That's just how it got to be. Then I saw you were lurking in there, so I was like, okay, well.
Excuse me. Damn.
Yeah. My wife's got a little bit of that hack, but her sinuses are draining.
Yeah, I just stay congested for some reason, especially this time of year, which is weird. Everything's dead, as in, allergies and all that, but for some reason, I'll keep hacking.
Keep hacking. Yep.
That's it.
I totally understand. Totally understand that.
Let's see. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat. Did anybody see Grease from my podcast's show last night? Did you happen to see that? Yeah.
He did one on his own, right?
Yeah, and he had, I don't know, some guy named James or something helping him with the giveaways on the, every $5 got your name in an entry. When it came when it got to the end of the show, that poor fella he didn't have the right amount of numbers. He didn't know. I mean, they had several people donate $100, and he had them down for like 135 entry. I mean, he had it all over the place. And Grease is supposed to go tonight and watch the channel again and do it all himself on the giveaway. So they couldn't even do it last night. I bet we'll let him up today after that.
Hey, you know what? That's Grease style.
It is. It's best if you just let him finish.
That's right. That's right. It'll only take a minute. He'll be done, but let him finish.
Yeah. Yeah.
If one thing, he's fast. That's right.
Yeah, he don't have anything listed right now for tonight, so I don't know if he's going to do it or not. But hell, it'd probably take him 2 days to figure out all the entries. Whew, that's a lot.
And if he's doing it, I could just,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not laughing at him.
No.
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh,
yeah, Chris, it will do
it. It is a job, particularly for the people that follow him, to do the actual, what I call the wrenching like that for something like that. It's wow.
When you have to do that sheet and give everybody randomization and stuff, it's just hard to do. Wind him up and let him go, walk away. That's right, Sugar Kitty. That's funny.
It's better for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look back. Don't turn on the stream. Just, leave him go.
That's right. It's like Eddie Griswold or Eddie Johnson is actually his last name. People don't know that from the Christmas Vacation movie, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't in Vegas. No, he wasn't in European Vacation, I don't think. But anyway, it's best. It's the Christmas Vacation when Grease starts going, when Eddie's at the Christmas tree and he tells Clark, "Hey, it's best if you just let him finish."
That's
so
right.
that's kind of the thing with Grease. It's just let him finish.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So,
hey, hold the fort down for me for just a moment there, Marty. I gotta.
All right, buddy, got you.
Real quick. Yep.
Yeah. So Anthony's been drinking, I think, the Ardbeg 10 and getting ready to. If he gets to it, he might crack that.
I probably
Charlotte.
will.
Yeah, he probably will crack that Port Charlotte heavy peated, man, and it's so good. And I'm sitting here drinking a couple beers and getting ready to crack this Iron Maiden Brewdog Hellcat. Actually, let's just go ahead and do it. Actually, that's really good for an IPA. I'm not nuts about IPAs, but that's good. It's a quick explosion of the fruit and then it's gone. That's perfect. Wow. Good job. Up the irons. I'll be damned. I thought it was going to be so bad. I did. I just like, they threw something together, like kind of like blackened. But no, this is Aces, baby. Aces. No pun intended. But that's really good. I think it was a 6-pack, I think. And it was $11. Not bad for technically craft beer. Cherokee says Grease right now is watch the Junkies on its bourbon night. I got you. Yeah, Adam, man, I couldn't wait. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck guessing these. So let's see here. Well, man. Does anybody ask Grease, Sugar Kitty, have you seen if he's going to do that tonight? Hell, I've got $10 in that. Excuse me. I'm sure I'll rack up. I tell you what's funny, man. I used to. Hell, I won giveaways on the Junkies before. Now I can't win a parking place at the CVS. I don't know, but that's okay. We do it to help each other.
We do too.
Tats. I can have a beer as Lil does not drink that, but trying to not drink at all while she can. Hey, man, Chris, I hear, and I've done that. I've had weeks. I don't know if Anthony's done this or not, but I've had weeks to where I was like, you know what? I'm not going to drink nothing this week. Come Tuesday, you're watching Whiskey Tube, and you're like, damn it, I want to try what he's doing. Next thing you know, you go pour it,
Oh, yeah. Well,
I do that a lot.
I didn't have anything on Saturday, but I had enough on Friday. Enough on Friday.
What I did yesterday. I did one video last night. I did the copper pot.
Yeah. Copper
whiskey.
pot still, or
yeah. I did that one last night. So I had 2 little pours of that and 2 little pours of the rare breed. That's all I did yesterday. Marty, he just made some kind of off the cup remark about last night. And that's it. I don't think he's going to say much either way. Yeah, you're right. He's there to give him shit. That's for sure. I have a week or 2 off tap. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I mean, I always will go 2 days or so, not touch anything. Not because I don't want to, or it's just I don't know.
Just smart. We got to. We got to take care of the body a little bit here and there too.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I mean, I've gone 10, 12 days just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's see, Marty. I can't do anything but peated right now.
Yeah.
And
I really,
all right.
that Ardbeg 10's hard to beat on that smoke. I love that
It
smoke.
is.
I know we're talking peat tonight, but man, yep. Guys, if you want to get into
I'm gonna do
scotch
it.
and that I don't know, man. A lot of
I'm
people
gonna
may
take a taste
frown
of
at
it.
that.
I'm gonna take a taste of it. This top is something to get off of this tube. I mean, you got to pull on that sucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open it up as soon as I find where to do it. I'm gonna have a little pour of it, just to get the taste and.
All right, you talked me into it.
You notice?
I love
You notice, Sugar Kitty, how I really had to twist his arm. You notice that? I mean,
God, I don't have much left.
His arm. That's
Isla single malt.
wow. Oh, that itself smells heavenly.
It's 100%, right? 100 proof, right?
Hold on, I got to turn it around. I can't see. Yeah, I think
gonna-
it's 50 ABV.
Is that what it says? Okay.
Yep.
So it's 100 proof. God, it's so good, y'all.
Well,
I can tell you, I know, Anthony, the day I bought these Berclades, the day last year was February 18th. I bought both of these in North Carolina while we were over there. And they're both needing a backup now.
I picked mine up for 65.
Wow.
Well,
I think they're like 79 here.
It was 69, because I had a discount coupon. So it's from Total Wine, so I picked it up.
Hey, Stanley. Hey, Mike. Yeah, that's right. Both of us.
I'm weak. I've said it before. I'm weak.
Yeah, we have no backbone or
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Yeah, when it comes to this.
Stud. Dude, I seen your picture, Mike. Don't say that. I saw your high school picture today. Stud. Come on.
This will help the old cough here for sure.
Yes, it will.
The legs and the body on this and the glass is just, I'm going to tell you what. It's thick. It's heavy. It's got a honey look in the glass.
Yes, Mash Bill. I totally understand.
Me too, Mike.
Yes, I totally understand that. Yes, I have tomorrow off.
Man.
Mm-hmm. I'm off till Wednesday, Mike. They decided to pause all schools here in Las Vegas, so I got to stay home.
Stanley, if you can, jump on with us Tuesday, brother. Meow.
Don't be making excuses, Mike. I talked to the bookies here. Money's on Livewire. I'm telling you, you guys are it here in Vegas. I haven't sipped it yet. I'm just letting it sit here and.
Oh, I can't let it.
Got a nice
I've already
color.
hit it twice.
It's got a nice
it's a honey.
color.
It's almost got a honey glow to it, man.
Yeah.
I think for the money, you are not going to beat that bottle. Like I said, I've been into this one for almost a year now, and I just.
Well, see, yours opened up. Mine just opened up because I popped the cork. But
yeah,
it smells good. It smells good. I mean, the peat is there, but it doesn't smell heavily peated to me at all.
Mm-mm.
And I'm definitely getting a sweetness on the nose. Oh my gosh, that's good.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
peat is a little stronger, but the sweetness is right there. The sweetness is right there. So you're not, I don't want to say I'm not missing anything, but you're not missing anything. The sweetness pops right in.
There's some kind of, there's a fruit note I get. I don't know if it's almost like an orange. As the peat starts to open up in your nose, it's almost like an orange follows it.
Well, I said it's. I'm getting fruit, but I'm having trouble discerning the different notes, so that's why I'm sipping it. But I'll give you some type of a zest. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I know it's strong. It's strong.
There's still some good smoke on this.
Oh, it is. It is, but I don't think it's overpowering.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, it's the finish as it finishes, it goes down. You get a honey roasted or honey toasted something on the finish. I can't put a finger on it, but there's a honey note for me that's toasted. It's still going. That's what I love about this, man. It'll finish for days. Whew. You know, Stanley, I'll have to look. I can't remember what we talked about last night or Friday night on the phone. But yeah, I'll have to look. Make sure it's not up. It may be up. It may not be up.
I just cleaned up. Okay, I'll have to think about that, Sugar Kitty.
Yeah, that's it. It's got a toasted something there on that finish. It's just a honey toasted. It's not like cereal, but there's something there that's just defines it on the back end. It's just
definitely have a creaminess to this.
Yeah, where you want to chew it, you want to eat it up, you know.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. It's I'm trying to, because mine's just a bit of a neck pour accident, but it's got to open up a little bit more. But
yeah,
I don't find it off-putting whatsoever. Yeah. I know it says heavily peated, but no, I'm not finding it off-putting at all.
Yeah, Stanley, shoot that email to Todd and Andy. Let them know. That's a great idea. Canadian rock and metal band stream.
I'll give you the peppery, Sugar Kitty, and spicy. There's something in there, and like I said, I was like, I'm gonna have to think on this a minute or two, without a doubt. Okay, I don't know if I got that out of a Port Charlotte, but hey,
a buddy of mine just sent me a text, and he said rye toast, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I get a mint, but he said rye toast, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know if that's a mint, but I'm going to say it's a cool, refreshing on the finish, a little bit like that. Maybe that is the. Let me just say. Maybe it is mint.
Stanley, it right there, baby.
Port Charlotte 10, maybe.
Guys, if you're not subbed to the mash bill, please do so. I mean, Anthony, it still goes. You put it down. You put it down, and it's the finish is. You start getting really the pepper on the tongue and the palate again. It's just God. It's so defined, man. It's just you're not going to beat it. I love it.
See, nutmeg, maybe Sugar Kitty. I didn't think about that particularly, but yeah, I could see that. But for me, on the pepper, I don't want to say so much black pepper as white pepper. Just a nice spice, almost like a rye spice. And
maybe he's right then. Yeah, he may be right.
Is really good. I like.
He said like if you toasted a piece of rye bread. And I was like, okay.
Well, now I'm almost like wanting to get an Elijah Craig barrel proof after this, but when you have this much peat, it's just not going to go too well. But to understand that experience, because it's like, the sweetness, the spice, Elijah Craig, okay.
That is really good.
I think it is so far. Like I said, I've just had this little bit of a pour, and I'm going to need to have another drop or two before I actually sit down to review it. But so I wonder if Eric's okay, because the Steelers are playing the Chiefs.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm sure he's drinking because there was a turnover and they fumbled and Pittsburgh scored on them, and I'm fine with that.
Absolutely, you are.
I am fine with that.
Did San Francisco win? I have no idea.
I don't either, and I'm purposely not watching the games because I don't want to jinx anybody, and that's why I'm not watching my Steelers. I'm like, no.
Okay.
No. But the updates are coming on my phone.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking now. Just scores.
I'm not watching it.
Let's see here.
Chris said the 49ers are tough.
Yep.
They won by 6.
Yeah. Tampa Bay won, but I'm not going to tell you if you don't want to know. So. Belichick at the house. Love it.
Well, as long as they lost, I'm good. Even though Brady doesn't play for him anymore, anybody but the Patriots.
Yeah. Old Tom.
Anybody but the Patriots.
I'm kind of with you on that. That's where I don't know why. I just don't. I don't know. Belichick he doesn't smile. I don't know. He's probably a great guy.
Controversy around the team now. So
yeah, it's just not fun. Back to the Port Charlotte.
Yeah, important stuff. Exactly.
It's that oil cream on the front end, Anthony, that makes you want to eat it.
Well, I was going to say it's a creamy texture. There's something in there. Yeah, exactly. On this Port Charlotte, there's definitely a cream or something in there.
There's an
it's
oil
not
base,
a cream, but that's what I get.
Yeah, there's an oil base coming from that barrel that is just so good. That's the caramel vanilla always, but there's a great cream from those barrels. God.
Well, it's a good taste. I mean, there's something about it. I can't put my finger on it yet, and I'm still trying to discern all these different notes I get. And I just
can we find out what barrels they use? Is that something we could deeply research? Because that's going to be the cream anyway. I just wonder if we could figure that out.
I'm looking something here on the bottle. I'm just trying to read. Yeah, I don't. You know, the problem too is I don't have enough light. The printing on the bottle, if you don't really look at it, you would miss it. And oh Lord. So I'm trying to read this stuff and it's like, yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have the light in here to do it. But yes, unchill filtered, absolutely right. Gives you that oiliness because it doesn't remove those fatty acids, let's say.
Yeah. My buddy Daniel H sent me a picture yesterday that he said that he got lucky and found one of his unicorn bottles, and it is the Port Charlotte Heavy Peated OLC 01 2010. And I don't know.
See, I'm looking for the code and I don't see it. Normally it's on the bottom. It's not there. So I'll have to check the bottle now.
See it.
Yeah. God, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but man, you got to pull on these things to get them out, to get this
solid
thing on. I mean, I'm good with it, but holy smokes. Let's see what we got here. I like the bottle. Oh my gosh. I'll never see that. I need more light. I'm too old. I got to have more light here. Here we go.
We trying to read the date?
Exactly. And this may be too much of a glare, but let me turn it around. Oh, here we go.
Good God. I can see it now. 2020, July 10th, 2020.
Mine is 2021, May 18th. That's when mine was put in the bottle. And it looks like L164.
So I just quit reading after I got the date.
Yeah, well, I just can't make out if it's a 6 and 8 or what. Yeah, I would have to. I'm sure it's there, but I can't see it. I can't see it too well.
Is this Jim McEwen mash bill? Do we know that? I don't know. No, this is Adam Hannett. I said, I just wonder if this is a Jim McEwen mash bill, but it says Adam Hannett and head distiller, but he may have not developed the it's a 10-year. So McEwen was still there, I think.
Yeah, I got the same distiller. Or blender. I can't read what it says underneath there.
When did McEwen leave?
It's tube. Yeah, the printing is not bold enough on the tube.
Right.
I can't see too well. But Sugar Kitty, how we doing on time before Livewire? I've probably got about another 30 minutes at least before Marty'd have to go do his hair, get his makeup ready.
That's right, buddy. There's Jim. Let's see here.
But
I just want to see when Jim left.
Well, I'm not disappointed in the pour.
No.
Not at all. Here we go. 42 minutes. 42 minutes. I think Mike's getting a little worried. That's why he had to run to the bathroom.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Oh, hell. I don't know.
Here we go.
Read all this.
Sugar Kitty's on it.
15.
When Sugar Kitty's here, do not fear. The facts will come out.
So, okay. So everything that's in the barrel now that we're going to get 15 to 25 will be Jim McEwen's. No, there ain't nothing on this.
Yeah. Well, there's writing on the tube, Mashville, but
Yeah.
I can't read it right now. I got to get it in the daylight or somewhere where I can get the bifocals on it and get rid of all the
my
glare.
tube's long gone.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you, Anthony, I've been thrilled with that Ardbeg 10. So all of you all that put me on that for that smoke and a starter bottle, that was fantastic. I thought it was really nice.
Hey, here that's about $53 for the
That's
Ardbeg
about what I
10.
paid, yeah.
You cannot go wrong with that.
No.
You cannot go wrong with it. Nope.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm serious. You just can't. It's a good scotch. It's a good scotch. I mean, there are fans of Ardbeg, and there are people that just aren't fan of their spirits, which is fine. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Aha. Well, yeah, there's a QR code on the there's one on the
Is there one on the canister?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine's long gone, but that's okay. This bottle's about empty.
So that gives you a reason to go and find another one. I got you.
Daggone right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But okay.
Uh-oh. Sugar Kitty said Ardbeg just raised their prices by 10. There. Dadgone it.
Everyone seems to be $10 to $15 seems to be the thing. Yeah, well, true, Sugar, I know that. But this one doesn't have it, just had the barcode. But I can usually pick up the barcode, and then it'll pick up the bottle, and then I go from there on my searches. But the phone wouldn't do it because there's too much glare on the bottle or on the tube.
Is it an L number? See, that's what I don't know. I really don't know what I'm looking for on that, which that's okay. But I really don't know what that should be.
I haven't seen that yet. Here, the Lefroy with the sherry.
No, I hadn't either. I've been looking for it. That's the one that Jason C. did, wasn't it? About 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I think that was the sherry one.
And he said it was really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
What I remember.
Yep. Well, this is definitely a good pour. I dropped a little more in here a bit ago, and because I wanted it really
Mm-hmm.
You're better than me, Sugar Kitty, because I couldn't see it. Oh, how in the heck your eyes saw that? I can barely see shit on this bottle or in this tube.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
I mean, it's just.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that at, but you're good. It's all right. Once I get this thing into the light, I'll figure this sucker out. But
there you go.
I'll figure it out eventually. Anyhow, so you're set for Tuesday.
I think
got
so.
Your ducks in a row for tonight.
Yeah, we've been
Mike
having
Stahl's
to.
nerves are getting to him because he's running to the bathroom. So that just tells you it's going to be a fight between 21090 and Livewire.
Yeah, man, gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having to. I've been the last couple of days working on Patreon. I'm gonna have to move it around a little bit because I've got with Todd and Andy, we've got some barrel picks we're going to talk about coming. So we're going to do all those through Patreon. That's about the best, easiest way to do it. So I'm trying to revamp that up. But yeah, we'll talk more about those Tuesday. But yeah, we're working on that right now. That's one of the big things for the 210 Nose Tuesdays.
Do I have to take my glasses off, Sugar Kitty, to see it? Because I know what it looks like, but I'll be darned if I see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the canister. That's my problem.
Well, I got it, but I'm not seeing it. But like I said, where my thumb is here, that's the barcode, but I don't see the QR code. But, you know, Sugar Kitty could be right. I could be covering it up, but I just don't see it. But like I said, once I get it out of this light and it's some natural light and it's not tons of glare, I'll be all right, I think. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe a little left. I don't know. But, you know, it's all right. It's all right. That's for sure. But
good stuff. That's the bottom line, man.
It is. Stuff. It's good stuff. I'm happy for it. I'm glad I got it. I'm going to let this thing set a little bit, but I will definitely get back to it in a couple of weeks and do a review of it and just see what I think when I have a chance to, you know, drink a couple of drops and go from there.
Gold part to the label, and it's next to that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Talking about that one? That part? Sugar Kitty? Is that kaopectate working out pretty good there, Mike?
Dude, I'll tell you, I feel like I might be getting sick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my two nieces and my great niece and my son all have COVID.
Well, I'm running food to friends who have it, and you know, they're all vaxxed too.
Yeah, they're all vaccinated too.
And he's not terrible.
They're having
It's
a
not-
cold. I think it's Omicron.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm looking, Sugar Kitty, to the left. The only thing I see is where to the left of it, if that helps you, there's no QR code there. There is a seal. You can see the reflection, but no QR code. I think you need to pour yourself a little more.
Everybody
don't
is
know.
so much better at packing samples than I am.
I don't know.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Tell him, Marty.
Yeah, mine's Well, those are mine you opened? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you.
For the record, I just pulled this out and it's half full. It was supposed to be an ounce. That's why it's not.
It's not that he was sampling them. He just wants to be clear.
Or was that the bigger bottle?
Yeah, that was the 2-ounce bottle that you sent.
I'm actually almost out of sample bottles now.
I know. Do you wash them and?
Hey,
I'll
Lilith.
I'll take water and wash them out. I don't put soap in them,
Yeah,
but I let them air dry.
I end up buying a lot just because it seems like such a pain to get them dry. And
It is. See how the lettering is in a couple of blocks of text. I may have taken the left part of the text as a square block that looked like a.
Yeah, there's no QR code. I thought it was too. That's why I went back and looked, because it was sitting on the table here to my left, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, he's right. And then I looked. I go, oh no, that's writing, and I kept going around the thing, so I stopped looking. But anyway,
Hey, Mike,
It
do you
is
even
what
feel
it
like
is.
going? We don't have to go tonight if you don't want to.
no, I'm good.
Okay.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
But my buddy that
I'm
has
ready,
it-
dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reset. I don't have to work tomorrow. We're going.
Yep.
It's on.
Okay. Good. That's what I want to hear.
my buddy that has it, he's not feeling terrible, but he's just not 100%. But unfortunately, his wife and the kids had to quarantine, so he's in their casita, and they're in the house. So every morning, hey, what do you guys need for the day? So pick me up some milk, a loaf of bread, and blah 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 blah. So I've been running it, making at least one trip a day up to their house, dropping things off for them, so they can, do their things.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't sit next to him, but I'm 6-8 feet away. We'll sit there. I'll chat with him a bit. It's just like we're chatting. He sounds way better now. He was more nasally, more congested a few days ago, and more of a cough. But today, he just got a little congestion in the cough, but nothing like it was. I could tell. I said, "No, you sound a lot better." He goes, "Yeah." He says, "It's just getting through it the first couple of days. Once you start it, get into it, and then it goes away."
Yeah.
He actually took a home test, said he was negative. His wife asked him to go and get rechecked, so he had to go to the VA anyway. So he went down there. They checked him and then ended up putting him in a COVID tent until they made sure everything was right where it was supposed to be, and it was. And they said, "Yep, you got it. Go home."
My son started feeling bad he was here on Tuesday, my stepson. He started feeling bad Wednesday, just kind of head cold, took a test. It was negative, like one of the at-home tests.
Yep. And
And
they're
it was
not
negative. And he took another at-home test today and it was positive. Yeah, they like the CDC director or whatever was saying that did we all hang up or just me?
No, you're fine.
The CDC was saying, like, if you're doing the at home with Omicron, you need to do like a test every day for 3 days or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah. But also the at-home tests are not as good as everything else.
Yeah, as the ones that they go and jam the thing up through your brain.
Yeah. The PCR, PRC, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PCR
that's the
test.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
I had the PCR test last year, and they're like, cranking it around in there, and I'm laughing, and they're like, what's so funny? And I'm like, it just tickles. I can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
I was laughing. I was like, my eyes are watering. I'm laughing.
I've had 5 or 6 of them done because of work.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because you're at schools and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And they decided to pause them, and so now I've been off since Friday, and I won't go back until Wednesday. But they made all the kids make sure the kids took their Chromebooks home. So if they don't feel it's right, they can extend it a few more days, and they can do online for a few days and then get back the following week. But I don't know. That's just me. I'm not saying it's going to happen. However, they were really pushing to get these Chromebooks going and out.
How do the parents? What's the majority of the parents' response on being at home?
They want them in school.
Yeah,
they want them in school because think about it. If your kid's home, and you got to go to work, what are you doing with them? Yeah. I mean, that is a problem. We're not a babysitter, but that's what it turns out to be. Right. Or that daycare. They can rely on that from basically 8 to 3 and then do a little after school session. But the after school sessions are even postponed now, like Safe Key and stuff like that because of it. So, yeah, it's an inconvenience right now. That's exactly what it is. It's an inconvenience. You're right. And we had a lot of staff out this last week. And you can't get subs. There's not enough. There's never been enough.
That's everywhere.
Even before COVID. There's never been enough substitute teachers.
Yeah, so they put out an email saying, come help us watch the kids in school. They didn't want, even if you weren't a certified substitute, they're like, we just need somebody to be in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we can put Chris in a classroom.
And then our high school just got rid of the mask mandates.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, how's Lil doing there, Chris? Not feeling great today, huh?
Can you hear us, Chris? We can't
hear you
buddy. Right now.
All right. I was still on mute.
There you go.
That's all right.
You're good.
Yeah, Lil's had a bit of a bad day today, but she's in the background in the chat again.
Oh yeah. No, I see her. I see her.
I tried to go get a Redbreast 15. Redbreast?
Yeah.
Redbreast 15 today that I heard they had one in a town next to my town and it was already gone.
Oh yeah.
And it was only like 110 or something like that, 119. That's probably why it went so fast. But I was gonna hold that son of a bitch until Lil could have a drink with me. Wasn't even gonna pop it.
Well, you still get it. Do the same thing. And it's funny. They're down here, and it's around that same price, maybe a couple bucks more, but they're flying.
Yeah.
I've got the Redbreast in the cast strength. Yeah, I've
12?
got the Redbreast in the cast strength, and that is good.
Is that the 12 or is that just the light blue bottle, light blue box?
I can't see. Hold on.
You're like, I'm colorblind. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, it's dark.
Did you finally get yourself a Redbreast 12, Mike?
I have a Redbreast 12. I just don't have a 15. Oh, that's the 12. Okay,
yeah. I don't have any cast strength of it.
I don't have the non-cask strength. I only have the cask strength. So
I'm hoping to have a Redbreast 21 shortly.
Ooh, that's only like $300. Well, Sugar Kitty, the light blue one, I don't think is 12-year anymore. I think it's not age stated for the light blue cask strength Redbreast.
Mine's 12-year. It's got this right on it, but
yeah, that's not the light blue one though.
Yeah, correct.
Mine's red.
Like I said, in here it's dark because my other light went out a couple of days ago, and I can't figure out what happened to it.
I feel like does my camera look not straight to you? I can't tell. It looks kind of.
I think it's just you, Mike.
It's
You're a
straight
little
now.
not straight right now, you know.
Is Frankie doing okay, Mike? Is she dodging all this too, or?
Yeah, she doesn't hardly ever go out, but my niece was here Monday and Tuesday, and she's got it also. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, but was 7, it's almost 7 days ago. So I'm less worried about that one. I feel like if we get through tomorrow, my only problem was today I started getting a little bit of a sore throat. But I don't know if it's just because it was cold out and I was.
Did you try some cask strength bourbon?
I did not. I am drinking some early times bottled in bond, trying to get my palate started.
That's okay. It's 100 proof, so
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So Marty, what did you send us?
Is this what you feel like when you're on Ken's stream with Ken and I drinking and you drinking a coffee?
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. But I feel it's fine. That's just how it is. At 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's coffee time.
Well, it's 12:30 in the afternoon here now. So
hey, so why are you still drinking coffee, Tats?
Because he needs it.
I haven't had one yet this morning.
You need to put a little Buffalo Trace in your coffee.
Little Irish cream. Yeah.
Not drinking for 12 weeks with Lil.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bourbon's lingering.
There he is.
Yeah, lingering like a bad fart.
Lingering like a bad fart.
Well, all that we need is a drummer now, so you better come on then, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Come on.
Sorry, Ben. I couldn't. I had to do it. Sorry.
The only problem is that Ben will probably come in wearing spandex.
Oh, man. Lord, that would be payback.
Ken's big stream it's coming up fast.
Well, I was wondering when that was going to take place. I hadn't seen him in the mornings yet dressed up, so I was wondering when that's happening.
I had somebody was like, Stahl, are you going to do that with Ken to support him? I'm like, no. He's got 1,000 people supporting him. He does not need me in a mankini.
No. They're tuning in for him, and that's it.
You promised the mankini. I did not.
That's
Ken.
right. He did. He said if he gets 2,000, he'll wear a mankini before the end of the year. And how?
The bullshit suspenders stream. Yeah. They kind of are suspenders. Bourbon had a chicken Caesar salad.
Sounds good.
I sent Marty and Ben a picture of my COVID test. I'm not sure who liked it more.
I did have to fall for it and look at it. I did.
Yeah.
I was like, is Mike asking for my help on something that's really important? And I was like, damn, I better get on this.
I sent it to a few people. Some people, we got problems.
Yeah.
Somebody get it?
Actually, I think I'll go ahead and do that now.
Thank you, Lilith. Well, you've arrived there, Anthony. You get
yeah. Well, this is the first stream I've had him in about 2 or 3 streams. And, I have it set up where you have to actually be a subscriber.
Oh, yeah.
And then
is
there's
it set up that way right now?
Pardon me?
I didn't think it was set up that way today.
Well, I may have forgot that. But I thought I set it up as always, but now that I think about it, you're right. I may not have done that. Because it's not posted up at the top, is it? So then it's not like that. I'll have to remember that next time on my list of things to remember. Yeah. It's all right. Laugh, Marty.
I'm sending Mike's text to other people now. I just haven't gotten around to do it yet.
I sent it to a lot of people. I don't even remember who I sent it to. I sent it to HBR, and he's like, I've gotten this 3 times today. Bourbon called me with Bonnie in tow. He's like, you motherfucker.
Putin's here.
Bonnie in tow, yeah.
All right, I got to jump off, Anthony, and get ready.
Yeah,
we have
we'll be
210 that's going to be joining
over
us.
there shortly. I know Marty's got to get his makeup ready and do his hair. You know, he's got
Yeah, Marty, you might need to come over early just so we make sure we know the rules and we can lay out the.
I don't have
we were discussing
set up. That's
No,
what I was telling
hard,
Anthony. I don't have anything set up. We'll just figure it out as we go. But
All right,
yeah, I may need somebody.
Well, I'm going to send you
volunteers.
my COVID test. All right. We'll see you later, Anthony. See you in a few minutes.
See you in a bit, Mike.
See you shortly, Mike.
All right. Thanks, Chris. See you guys.
All right. I got to go do my hair. As Anthony said, Chris, hang in there, man. These weeks will fly by, I promise.
I hope so.
Yeah. And cheers to Lil. Give her a big hug for us.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, we'll do.
Anthony, I'll see you in a minute.
Yep. I'll be over there. Anyway, yeah, I don't mind drinking my coffee on Ken's stream. I have no problem with it. Once in a while, I'll pour a little of this in there, you know, just a little.
No, Rodders tears. Yeah.
In the Marsala cask finish.
Yep.
Really good. Bailey's, you know, something like that in the morning. But
yeah, I've got some Rodders tears coming.
I enjoy my coffee, period. And you know, I have my 3 or 4 cups in the morning. Everybody goes, "Do you have 3 or 4 cups?" Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have my 1.
Yeah, but your 1 is equal to probably my 2, maybe 3. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that, Chris. And I don't like cold coffee. So when that thing starts to get, even if it starts to get lukewarm, it's like, yep, I got to dump it out. And I don't like to reheat it.
Yeah, no, reheated coffee's terrible.
It is. I don't like it. So I drink mine when it's coming out and it's nice and hot.
Well, at least it's not too bad. It's staying pretty warm with it today because we're over 80. I think we're about 86 or 87 at the moment, I think. So.
I was going to say, you got to be in the 30s, right?
Yeah, we're 32 at the moment, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. You guys got to be warm down there. Got to be warm down there. Today,
but it's not the heat, it's the humidity. We've been having storms and showers at night, so it's just the hot sauna by day.
Yep.
I mean, like even the house is just a steam bath, which is why Lil's just staying in the bedroom because she's in the aircon.
Oh yeah, you don't blame her, do you?
No, I said to her, just stay in here because it's a hell of a lot cooler.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That looks wonderful. Someone just sent me a text, and they're letting me know that the Steelers are behind by a few points. And I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somehow Kansas City got in 13 seconds to go on the half.
Yeah, somehow. I was saying I wonder if Eric's okay. But hey,
he'd be losing his.
Well, he was
the proverbial at the moment. Yeah,
Steelers took it.
Yeah, when they went that touchdown down at the beginning of the game, he would have been just going off his chops.
Oh,
then the last quarter, I had the San Fran Cowboys game on in the background here on the big screen while I was watching you, and San Fran did everything they could possibly do to lose that game in the last quarter.
Oh,
they were miles in front and at the start of the quarter, and it took them down to the last few seconds to actually save it by getting an intercept. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. They got the intercept before that. They worked it through, and you'll have to watch the highlights on ESPN or something because the way that the game ended was really, really weird. But I mean, like San Fran had a 4th and 1 inch to get, and they false started. It's like, how do you false start on that for a quarterback sneak?
It happens. My Steelers have done it. Like, how can you do such a stupid thing? How can you throw an interception? How can you do this? How can you do that? But that's why I'm not watching the game. I'm just like,
intercepts, you can sort of like go, okay, yeah, defense has put a good play on, but to actually false start for a quarterback sneak on a 1 inch, it was one that the joining link of the chain to the pole away from a first down. It's like,
well, they probably just needed that extra, 5 yards. To really to get into their own. And apparently,
probably for them to just drop the ball right down in there or something. So
yeah, exactly.
But San Francisco paid a hell of a first half.
Oh yeah,
they just,
like I said, I didn't watch them because I was like, no, I'm not, and I'm not getting excited over the game that the Steelers are playing or anything like that. I'm just not going to do it. I'm hoping.
Well, I've always been a Niners fan.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to Montana, so.
Oh God, yes. Back in the day, yeah.
Yep, because my dad and I used to watch the Super Bowls and everything. Oh, yeah. That was when Montana was playing, and they had their dynasty, and that's where Dad did business over in San Francisco for a couple of different things. So we became Niners fans, and
that was that. Yeah, I got you.
And
good memories.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
We've had a few years in the wilderness. So I just wish Jimmy G had been able to stay healthy for the last couple of years, because San Francisco should have been in the playoff hunt for the last couple of years. So,
mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had a year. I think he hurt himself once with his thumb, and I think he had one other game out, and so we actually got a season with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it rolls, though. There's not much you can do. You win some, you lose some, and I hate to talk like that, but that's the way it goes. And stupid injuries to one player should not make an outcome of a game, but sometimes it's so demoralizing that's what happens. That's what happened. When Roethlisberger was out, everyone's like, "Oh, well, it shouldn't make a difference," but it makes a difference. It makes a difference.
So far it's one game sorted. It's the Packers versus 49ers next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, look, they're all making an extra paycheck at this point.
That's it.
It's an extra paycheck that they didn't have.
Yep.
And if they make it to the next one, okay, now you're going to get even a bigger paycheck.
Yeah.
You keep going. It's all in their contracts. But
anyhow, that's it.
Well, when this Port Charlotte, I will tell you, when this Port Charlotte opens up a bit more, I'm going to have another pour here in a little bit. But when that thing opens up and gets past the shoulder, I'm going to leave that sit a little bit. I really think that this is going to be a good pour. I know you don't drink the peated stuff, but I mean, wow.
Have you had a chance to try the Kings County peated bourbon yet?
I haven't found it yet, but I know it's here. Because I've seen other expressions, but I haven't seen the peated.
Because that is for peated. I mean, it's like 14 parts per million or something. So it's
just the flavor is just perfect.
You just get that little bit of smoke in it, and it just comes out really good. It sort of, in some ways, it reminded me of a 1937 old Greenbrier that we had at as long as Tampa doesn't make the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah, Lil does not like Brady at all.
Somebody's
never has, never will.
Got to take out that team.
Well, it might be Kansas City. If they win this, they'll be playing Tampa. But I've got to admit, I hate Patrick Mahomes more than I hate Brady.
But what are you going to do? It is what it is.
Out of all the young quarterbacks, I've always liked Baker Mayfield from back when he was playing college ball, but also the young Cincinnati quarterback looks to be pretty good.
Oh my
Boyden or
gosh,
Bowden starts with a B, I think. I've only really sat down and watched a couple of Cincinnati games this year.
I just saw him today. In other words, I just saw something on him today, and I could see his face. I just cannot remember.
Yeah,
I cannot.
But he's got real poise and everything, and
yeah.
And he's done wonders with the Bengals.
You know it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother.
Yeah,
me.
Same here. I'll get off the stream and go. Oh, that's his name.
I'm getting it here. Just let me get my app up. It's like I know this guy. I could see his face. He's a young kid.
Yeah,
he's a young kid.
I think he's a Heisman Trophy winner too.
All right, here's Cleveland.
Cleveland's Bengals. Cleveland's Baker.
Yep.
It's the Bengals who the.
Or Bengals. I'm sorry. Sorry. But Cleveland popped up on. Oh yeah, Cleveland. No, hold on. There's the Bungles. Burrow,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that's him.
He's been really quite good. The games that I've watched of the Bengals, which is funny because the Bengals is the only NFL game we've been to. We got given tickets. Lil and I, I'd be 6 years ago now, to the Bengals Chargers game up in Cincy. It was our first ever NFL game, and we got to sit in the corporate suite, so it was quite nice.
That is good. That is nice. Yeah, I didn't Google it, but I have an NFL app, Lilith. And
yeah, so do I. Yeah, I've got the NFL app on.
Yep, and so
on my phone as well.
For some reasons, Cleveland kept sticking in my head because that's like our rival besides Baltimore, and I knew that it was an orange in the team. And I saw Cleveland. Oh yeah, Cleveland. Boom, and I'm like, no, that's not him. And he said, no, it's the Bengals. Like,
Cleveland, Cleveland's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Yep. He's not bad at all. But
yeah, if I could just get him a little bit better offensive line, but improve their defense that little bit more. They're coming along, Cleveland. They're not wooden spooners anymore.
No.
So
no. They've pulled their head out of their arse. That's for sure. You know, when they went. I mean, what was it? They went here.
They leave the wooden spoon to New York and New York.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, I don't think that year. I don't think they even won preseason, but they went whole regular season and didn't win a game. Yeah. Well, hey, you got to win, you got to lose. Someone's win, someone loses. That's just how.
Yeah, well, that's where they were saying the other 3 years ago, Cincinnati were 13-0.
Yeah.
Regular season.
And I hate to say it, but at the end, you don't want to screw it up and win a game because now you don't have first pick in the draft.
That's it.
So you might as well. I hate to say, you might as well at least get first pick in the draft so you can get what you want.
But admittedly, back then, I think that was still when they had Dalton as their quarterback, and I'd never liked Dalton as a quarterback.
And then they had the other one. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I got to stop thinking about all these old people because these quarterbacks that are in there now, God could be my kids.
Yeah. Same here.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's
Hey,
for
I'd be
sure.
happy. I'd be a happy
Yeah.
parent because, you know, they're on 20, 30 million a year.
Hey,
They
even
can
if it's
afford
just
to look
10
after
million,
the bum and dad.
even if it's just 10 million a year, who cares?
Yep.
You know, and it is a shame that some of these ones get these big contracts and everything, and by the time they retire, they're flat busted broke. Other than the retirement they
Yeah,
get
I
at
don't
the
know
end,
how. It's
easy.
like people over here who win, you know,
The lotteries, yeah,
60, 80 million on the lottery, and it's like within 2 years they're flat broke. It's like how? Throw keep 10 million, throw 70 million in the bank and live off the interest.
well,
You still got money to be able to give to everybody each year, and
exactly. But there's
because
people
you'd
that come
be
out of the
on,
woodwork. You just have to be able
you
to
know,
say no sometimes. You know what?
yeah,
Yeah, you might be my sixth cousin twice removed, but you know what? I don't know you, and there's other things.
I'd be quite happy saying no to members of my family. So
And I know them. You know.
yeah, I grew up with them. That's why.
Yeah. Number we grew up with. No. And you still owe me $20, by the way.
Hmm.
Sugar Kitty
So,
goes up their nose. Yeah, that too,
oh,
Sugar Kitty.
up their
That
nose and out their butts or something. I don't know.
yeah. Hey, I say, look, if I even win just a couple million, I can put money in the bank. I can pay off my little bills I got, own the house, and hey, set up a thing where I get 80,000 a month or 100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? A hundred
Yeah,
thousand a year. I'm fine.
yep.
And
That's
then
what
have the
Little and I
option.
said. We'd finish
Yeah,
off the house, maybe buy another house, another place at the coast, and
yeah,
then buy a house in Kentucky. Have the rest of it sitting in the bank and basically just travel
yeah,
between.
yeah. Spend so many months over here, go back home, and do your
Yep,
thing there. Go to the coast, relax for
yep.
a few
Three
months.
3 months over in Kentucky, just in time for doing all the hunting seasons,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
and then get back before it gets too cold over here to die from heat exhaustion and humidity, and
It's worth that 14, 16-hour flight, right? Yeah, just get back over
that's
there,
it.
back home.
Right, yeah. Well, I just saw the notification that Livewire's up, so
Yep,
I
that's
might
it.
jump on over.
All right, guys, we're going to end the stream. I just want to say thank you all for joining. Chris, Lilith, Sugar Kitty, Bourbon, all you guys, James, thank you. We're all going to head over to Livewire. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you over there.
See you, Anthony.
Cheers. Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
mate.